The November wind howled through the golden hills of San Francisco's edge, tossing leaves onto the stone driveway that led up to a grand white mansion. Quiet and still like a painting. She stood at the gate, thin, shivering, clutching a coat wrapped tightly around her frail shoulders, her cheeks windburned, her eyes hollowed by hunger but still kind. Her name was Riley and she hadn't eaten in 2 days. When the security camera buzzed and the intercom crackled above her, she pressed the button, voice trembling. Greater than please, I don't want money. Can I clean your mansion for a plate of food? The security team inside paused, unsure what to do. No one came to this gate, and no one ever dared make such a request. Until a voice interrupted. Greater than let her in. It was him, Nathaniel Royce, billionaire CEO of Royce Dynamics, a man known for building empires. Not for kindness, but the moment he saw Riley on the screen, he froze. His assistant, confused, whispered, "Sir, are you all right?" But Nathaniel said nothing. His eyes were locked on the screen, his breathing uneven. Greater than opened the gates. As Riley was escorted up the long drive, she stared in awe at the towering mansion, the pristine gardens, the world she had never imagined walking through. But the hunger pangs reminded her why she was here. Nathaniel met her at the front door himself. In his late 40s, sharp features, silvering hair, but eyes full of something missing. He looked at her for a long time. What's your name? Riley. Riley Andrews. Come in. You can clean and eat. She was taken to the kitchen where she devoured warm soup and bread with tears running down her cheeks. She thanked him repeatedly, but Nathaniel remained quiet, watching her like a man seeing a ghost. He hadn't seen her in 17 years. Not since the woman he had abandoned at a hospital, scared, pregnant, and too proud to beg. Nathaniel's mind was spinning. Could this girl barely 20 be his daughter? She had her mother's eyes, the same defiant smile that flickered through pain. But what made his chest tighten was the way she thanked him. Him, the man who might have left her mother to raise her alone. He didn't dare ask her. Not yet. Instead, he offered her a job. She could help the house staff temporarily, maybe stay in the guest house. Riley's eyes widened. She hadn't slept in a bed in weeks. Why are you doing this? She asked. I've made many mistakes. He replied quietly. You don't even know me. Maybe I'm trying to, he whispered almost too softly to hear. Over the next few days. Riley brought warmth into the cold mansion. She fixed things others overlooked. She greeted the tired housekeeper with a smile every morning. She folded towels with care. She even left notes of encouragement for the lonely gardener who had lost his wife. Nathaniel noticed it all. She wasn't just kind, she was good. One evening, after a long day, he found her on the balcony, gazing at the stars. Greater than I used to imagine a life where I belonged somewhere. She said. What happened to your family? He asked cautiously. Riley hesitated, then spoke. Greater than. My mom died last year. She was sick. We never had much, but she loved hard. Never told me who my father was. Said he was rich. Said she didn't want me to grow up hating someone I didn't know. Nathaniel's heart shattered in that moment. It was her. Greater than what if your father wanted to know you? Too late. I don't need him, she said, eyes glassy. I just need a fresh start. Nathaniel didn't sleep that night. He called his lawyer, had a DNA test arranged quietly. The results came back 99.9%. Match, she was his, but he couldn't just blurt it out, not when he'd abandoned her. He had to earn her forgiveness. He decided to keep her on the estate longer. Promoted her to household manager. She refused at first, but he insisted, and with more responsibility. She bloomed. She brought ideas to help the staff. Arranged food deliveries to the local shelter. Even used her first paycheck to buy shoes for a gardener's child. The staff adored her. Nathaniel felt proud of her. And deeply ashamed. One cold night, while Riley was locking the back doors, a teenage boy approached the side gate. Clothes soaked in rain. Greater than can I just sleep by the shed? I won't steal, I swear, he whispered. Riley didn't hesitate. Greater than come in, you need food. And dry clothes. The staff hesitated. But she insisted. She gave him soup, a blanket, and sat with him as he cried. He'd run away from an abusive foster home. Nathaniel watched it unfolding, saw her mother in her. He remembered leaving that very woman with a suitcase and a check, thinking money would fix pain. But Riley didn't give money. She gave dignity. That night, he knew he had to tell her the truth. The next morning, he called her into the study. His hands trembled. Greater than Riley. I know who you are. I knew the moment I saw you. Your mother's name was Elena. We were together, and I left. I was afraid. Young, stupid, and I never went back. She didn't move. just stared. Asterisk, greater than I. I had a DNA test done. I'm your father. Silence. Then, slowly, Riley stood. Asterisk, why now? She asked, voice calm but tight. Asterisk, because I couldn't live with the silence anymore. Because you deserved better. Because, I want to try, if you'll let me. Asterisk, tears ran down her face. Then, in a voice shaking with decades of loss, asterisk, you don't get to erase the hunger. The night's mom cried herself to sleep. But, maybe you can help me make sure no one else goes through that again. He nodded. Greater than start with me. I'll give you everything I have. Or I'll just give you what you ask. She looked at him. Greater than, then give me what mom never had, respect, and help me turn this mansion into a home for others like me. Asterisk, asterisk, months later, the mansion was no longer just marble and silence. Asterisk, it became the Nehasa, safe haven for homeless youth and women. Asterisk, Riley ran it with compassion and purpose. Nathaniel backed it with everything he had, and the staff, once formal and distant, now laughed in the halls. Asterisk, Riley forgave slowly, but when she hugged him for the first time, he wept. Asterisk, not because he deserved it, but because she gave it anyway. Asterisk, asterisk, one evening, a young girl knocked at the mansion gate, thin, scared, whispering, greater than, can I clean your mansion? For a plate of food, Riley smiled gently, walked out to greet her, and took her hand. Greater than, you don't need to clean. You just need a place to feel safe. Because once upon a time, someone had let her in, and she never forgot what it meant to be seen. Asterisk, asterisk, kindness costs nothing, but it changes everything. Asterisk, and sometimes, the one who knocks for help becomes the one who opens doors for others.